Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, well, we had bad news and good news. Our father, Emperor Himerius the Hammer, the amazingly alliteratively named emperor, died in an untimely manner of severe stress, which of course was tragic, but it has turned out pretty well for us. We had a extremely peaceful and easy succession, absolutely no dangerous factions, at least not yet. Well, this one's getting up there a bit. On 40%, France is in there, but shouldn't be a major issue. And of course it also reset all of our various truces that we had, which is great, and obviously we've taken full advantage of that and declared every available Imperial Reconquest war that I could find. So our main theatres are in Britannia here, where we're fighting Wales and Alba, over a duchy from Wales, and I think the last county that we need from Alba. So that should be easy enough. We've already fought Alba's army in our first major battle there, so it should be plain sailing on that front. In Europe, we're fighting not actually that many people here. We don't have CBs on some of these people who I might have expected to, like Franconia, for example, but we are fighting Swabia for Tyrell and Middle Anglia up here for the Duchy of Friesland. And we're also fighting Poland and Hungary, who are going to be our main opponents here. We're taking a duchy from Hungary and just a single county from Poland, and I think that's the last thing we need from them, at least for the time being. Haven't seen their army yet, or Hungary's for that matter, but I think we'll be able to handle them once they do show up. And over here in the east, we are just fighting a few little dukes that were rendered independent when we usurped the Kingdom of Armenia here, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue either. So let's unpause and continue. The Terma of Tipperary has been usurped. I don't know if we had that previously. Maybe we did. No, we had part of Munster anyway. It's actually not in the Duchy of Munster. Okay, so we won our battle in Tyrell, not too surprisingly. So this 10k over here is not enough to fight the army from Swabia if they join up. So let's see, we'll just park them next door here in the mountains, and if they do choose to attack us, we can reinforce and we should be able to win a battle there pretty easily. I think we're kind of overcommitting troops to this area. I don't think we're going to need that many. We'll send this 34k down. They can maybe also fight Swabia or help out against Poland or Hungary. Speaking of Hungary, they have appeared out of the fog of war while I was not paying attention. So we're fighting in the plains here. We have no leaders in charge yet. Their leaders are not great though. They do have the numbers on us for the time being. And we have 20k over here, but they may not be close enough to really make a difference. How many can we raise over here? Ah, we can raise plenty from Italy, it turns out, up here. Well, they may not have morale enough to actually help out in time, though with these reinforcements in, maybe they can hold out long enough. We'll get you over here. And you can probably reinforce more quickly from here, so we'll get you on the way there for now. We still don't have our army gathered together over there, so we'll leave it alone for the time being. Alright, I don't think we're going to need to pay too much more attention to Britannia after we wipe out this army. We'll actually go and fight the Welsh army as well while we're here. Then you can come down here and siege Chester. You're already on your way to siege there, that's fine. Alright. So our reinforcements are going to be in on the 2nd. So with more equal numbers there, though not actually equal of course, and good commanders, hopefully we can hold out for reinforcements. And that battle should be worth a lot of war score. Dare we hope for 100%? Probably not, but it would be nice. Alright, that battle is not an issue. It looks like we might be winning this one even without any reinforcements. Let's stop taking attrition there. Yep, this is going to be a victory for us. Come on, 100%. 66%. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So they're retreating over to Győr. We'll follow since we want to go and siege that anyway. That should be Hungary mostly taken care of. They're down to 6,000 troops, which is not going to be an issue. Poland has about 20,000 available. They're involved in a couple of other wars, though. That one is an ally to Kiev. And, of course, that's our war, and this one is also Kiev. Okay. So their army is probably over here somewhere, and may not actually appear for a while, if ever. Okay, let's get you into Swabia, and you can siege the capital over there. 10,000 from Nuremberg. Okay, so we'll try to fight that with this 34k. If we can. Alright, why don't you siege his capital over there now that you've killed his army. Nice tithe from Constantinople, which will hopefully help keep us in the black here, since we are losing a lot of money, but we have a fairly decent reserve. I assume that's mostly from reinforcing our retinue, since I don't think I have any domain troops raised. Why don't you come over here? Let me just check. Yeah, I think that has to be where our money is going, so... which one of these is retinue? It's not you, it must be this one. I think we'll rotate them out so that they aren't losing men to the siege here. Because that really is a prohibitive amount of money to be spending. We'll disband the fleet as well, though I don't think we're paying for that ourselves since we raised it from a vassal. Let's not take attrition here while we siege. I'm keeping an eye on the Swabian army. Doesn't look like they're itching to attack my 10k over here, so we'll just try and fight them with this 34. I guess the Grandmaster of the Knights can be commander for the time being, even though he is a dirty heretic. Alright, we fought Hungary's army again. My wife Emilia is pregnant, so we will have our first child born in the purple. Hopefully an incredible genius, the likes of which the world has never seen. Okay, we apparently have a revolt. Okay, there we go. Where are you? All the way over here. Well, they've landed right on top of the army from Mosul, which actually is great. Let's see. We've got 8,000 from one person up here. We've got 2,000 from somebody else. I think that's this guy. We're unfortunately kind of separated here. I guess we'll send this 13k over here. We'll take out either the peasant revolt or the army from Mosul, and you can head down here and siege their capital. And then we'll head up north later. Don't want to be taking attrition in the mountains here. So let's get a few thousand out. I didn't actually take note of what the supply limit was, but I assume that'll be under it. Yes, it will. Lost a lot of this stack to attrition as well, unfortunately, but we should be okay. Didn't put commanders in charge, but it shouldn't make a difference. And attrition over here too. I guess it's the winter that's doing it. And I guess we'll just let it happen. Duke of Crete can be a commander. Where are you from? Ortenburg. Oh, I am at war with him. Okay. He is an ally of Middle Anglia, I see. Didn't think I was at war with him directly. I have some raiders somewhere, that's fine. Let's take a quick look at Britannia. Taking some attrition in the Welsh hills here. I guess it makes sense to spread out just to siege two things at the same time, as well as to avoid the attrition. So we're fighting Swabia's army over there. Probably should have appointed commanders since it's not going that well. We are going to win, but we're losing troops in the process. We lost a battle up here to a very large army from Alba. Oh, I thought we'd taken care of the main part of their army, but I guess not. Well, that's a minor setback, but shouldn't be a huge deal. So they've got 20,000 in there. We may need to transport some more troops over, or else use our astonishingly expensive retinue. I guess we'll just use the retinue, we can afford it. We are now back up to a positive income. So we'll have you just merge with this army, I suppose. Alright, we beat Swabia over there, we're up to 41% against them. Why don't you head up here? While traveling with my troops during this holy war, I've come across a lost, exhausted warrior. He doesn't speak my language, but my soldiers and I managed to figure out that he is an enemy infidel. Should I be kind to this man and give him some food and water, or should I do with him as I should any heathen? So we can show kindness and chivalry to all enemies, and maybe gain the trait just, which would be very nice. Or stewardship. Or we can leave him to his fate and move on. We'll try to become just. Impressed by your generosity, the infidel, through an interpreter, tells you that he wishes to serve you. He actually ran away from his lord, who was an unjust, cruel man. The infidel states that he would rather serve a kind, just infidel than a tyrant of his own faith. I don't think we really need a soldier at our courts. So let's just gain the prestige. I appreciate the offer, though. So we have a niece who needs to be educated. We'll just give her to our sister. That seems fine. Okay, so we're sieging the capital, Mosul there. We could maybe just about assault that, but I think we'll leave it alone. This is the peasant revolt. I think we'll just ignore them for the moment. And the army from Mosul is fighting somebody. I think this is a vassal of mine. So we'll just let that battle happen and then fight him afterwards, I suppose. We'll come back to that later. Alright, we'll head in here and try to fight the Swabian army again. This one, which, as mentioned, we are actually at war with, we'll probably go and try to engage for the war score. There is an army from Poland down here. Venice, or near Venice. So we could go and fight them at some point, but as it is, they're not actually doing anything, so we can just ignore them. Alright, there's Swabia's army. We may be losing war score at this point in some of these. We are, but we are going to siege Tyrell at some point. So we're not actually going to catch this army here. It's fine, I guess we'll just follow to the next county over. With some good commanders. Especially since that is a county that we are probably going to have to siege. That's 35% against Middle Anglia, okay. So Alba's army has not moved since they beat us in that one battle. Lost a siege over there, okay. Not too concerned about that one. The army from Mosul, it looks like, was almost wiped out, which is kind of unfortunate because we can't get much war score from fighting them now. But if the peasant army is wandering over this way, we may as well go and try and fight them. And we'll head up here. So we are going to win this one. This was the Middle Anglia war that he was in. So we'll hopefully get some war score towards that here. And we had a daughter born in the purple. She is a genius. And I think... no, we do have a son as well, don't we? So she won't be inheriting, most likely, unless he dies. Alright, we're up to 35%. I think that maybe wasn't worth... No, this is the wrong war. Hang on. 56%, so that was worth some war score. I think. We'll go fight them one more time and then come back here to siege. Okay, we won. This 9,000 up here, are we actually hostile to all of these? They're from Cologne and Munster. I think Cologne is actually the vassal of the person we are fighting, so they are hostile to us, but they shouldn't be actively attacking us. So we'll ignore them for the moment. So we want to siege over here. We are going to need to siege Chester at some point, and or fight the army from Alba. Is this his whole remaining force? Mostly. Alright, well, since we just finished a siege there, we'll take the retinue plus that 9k and go and attack him. So we are winning sieges in Hungary. That should be only a matter of time. We're up to 86% there already. So I think we'll be crossing a river here. That's okay though. Alright, we want to siege there, which will count against Swabia. Anything we need to be paying attention to here? There's 2,000 troops from Swabia over there. Not really a big deal though. I think, did Poland land some more troops over there, or was that the amount they had? I am not sure. Not really a concern anyway. We have a new Prince of Morea. who is pretty happy with me. And we have engaged the army from Alba. So before we go and look at that, let's see what's going on over here. We're about to win this siege. We did not manage to catch this peasant revolt, which is off to who knows where, so we will head up here and I guess we should siege his capital first. Or maybe we should fight this army, actually. So I don't really like the numbers there. We'll just go siege. We might send some more troops up there later and then try to get into some battles. Let's see how this battle goes. Okay, we want to siege in Cologne, that's fine. So this looks like it's going to be pretty good for us. $18,000 casualties on the enemy side. We're up to 55%, so we'll pursue them to Chester and then probably just siege there, even though it is with our retinue and it's going to cost us a lot of money. Okay, so the top holding's been sieged there. We do have one more holding we need to siege against you, so that's only 16%. Maybe we should at least send this army around to fight this army. Or we could just siege his one and only county and win that way. Anyway, my daughter is going to gain even more stewardship. She's up to 17. She's a really good character. It's a shame that she can't inherit. Yeah, maybe I'll just raise some troops from... Did I raise Italy already? I think I did. Maybe Ravenna and... did I raise Ravenna already? Of course, they have land up here that I raised them from. Well, you I can raise at least. And we'll send them over here. Should be able to speed things up in that area a bit. So we're going to finish some more sieges pretty soon in Hungary. We might win that. Actually, we're at 100% in Hungary. So we can end this right now. So we took that duchy title, took some land from the king's domain, so if they have another revolt there, we will be able to take advantage, hopefully. Let's grant some recently acquired land. The duchy title we also gained, so we'll give that to whichever character we just landed there, the Greek one. And how close are we to usurping the Kingdom of Hungary? About halfway there. Alright then, so these armies can be redistributed up here if we even need them. But we are out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.